Okay, let's get started. However, with Lisa and her ugly husband, she talking about the rumor that she's slinging her cooch to sell her hooch. And her husband knows. So now we see how dumb Lisa is. You're gonna give Whitney credit for telling an ugly truth. Honey, she said that for a plot line. And she was the one talking about you, but okay. Believe the hype. So we open with the wives catching their husbands up on their sorry little trip. Then Heather goes over to see Angie and asks her, did you say that Lisa was using her cooch to sell her hooch? Angie said no. So Heather invites her to a ski day where she can have her and Whitney suss it out since Angie said she ain't never say that. Oh God, we've got twink marks. With Meredith Brooks, you know what? I'm gonna play Best Fiends and disengage. Boy, Seth knew his perfect boyfriend right off rip. Right off rip. Meredith, you better watch out. I will steal your husband. Jen whining about these dang mock trials. Honey, if you just stop lying, it wouldn't be so grueling. Stop that lying. Just stop that lying. They're gonna do some soul-gazing couples therapy project. Y'all don't need couples therapy because she going to prison. He's soul-gazing in your eyes all right to see where you got that $9 million for the restitution. He's soul-gazing to get his retirement back. He's soul-gazing to see why you would lie to the FBI. Till July. Coach Shaw gonna say our time is coming. No, her doing time is coming. So Lisa's very concerned because all three of her sisters are divorced, so she wants to spend more time with her husband because she doesn't need anything trying to bring the one thing that matters to her marriage. They work together and they're raising kids together. Child, that ugly man ain't leaving you. Calm down. Over with Whitney, she getting her letter of resignation notarized. Honey, we 32 minutes in and they ain't giving us much. I could have watched American Horror for this. We got Heather and her family. There's a lot of cousins. So Heather introduces her new friend Dana. I guess this is going to be our spot of color. I mean, they ain't mentioned Jenny Wynn at all. Just forgotten. Over in the car with Lisa and Whitney, Whitney still feels like Heather's been using her pain against her. So Whitney and Lisa show up and they're like, what is Angie doing here? She's there to stir the turd. Angie went over and made sure she gave Lisa a hug. Hey, good to see you. No, help, we gonna say hey. So over with Dana, Lisa, and Charlatan Shaw, Lisa's like, I didn't know Angie H was coming. We were supposedly friends for 20 years, but she talked about my family and my business. That's not a friend. She's Heather and Whitney's friend. I'm uninterested. This is making me question Heather, though. Why would she bring her? 'Cause Whitney was lying. But we all go to get drinks after the powwow. So Jen's telling everybody her trials in July, and Lisa says, oh, great, Hamptons. Let's do the Hamptons. I'll get the house. All my money's tied up in restitution. Angie goes over to talk to Angie goes over to talk to Lisa and Whitner. I heard you and Heather had a falling out in Arizona. I'm going to be honest with you, Whitney. I don't remember saying that she was using her cooch to sell her hooch. Angie said, look, if I said it, I would own it. So I didn't say it. Whitney said, look, I don't care about Angie, so she can come over here and lie all she wants to. It's Heather that's ticking me off, because she means Mo. Across the room, Jen's asking Heather, why did you bring Angie to this? It's making Lisa feel attacked. Heather goes over to get Lisa and is like, look, I wouldn't think about you when I put this list together, so I'm sorry, Angie, here, and it's making you uncomfortable. Angie tries to get Lisa to talk, and she says, I'm not really interested. So Lisa walks away. She won't even give her an audience. She's not my guest. Whitney goes to chat with Heather. Whitney tells Heather, our fight was over details because I clearly remember talking about Lisa using her cooch to sell her hooch. However, what really hurt me was you took my pain and weaponized it against me. Saying that my healing journey wasn't important and the trip should have been about Jen, that was harsh. Whitney don't feel like Heather gave a real apology for not having the heifer back, and she said, you know, it's going to take me a minute to come back around because I'm trying not to put up walls, but I'm still hurt. And that was the shit. They did not give much this episode. Well, I'm going to see you soon for the rest of American Horror. But next week, Whitney's coot gets fired, but Angie Harrington's husband is starting shit with Jen Shaw. Shaw's exposed on Instagram. Well, I mean, somebody was going to write about it. But let's get to a trailer review or two. Okay, first up is Plane. Plane's going down. It's crashed into an island. We've got guns and people are trying to attack them and they just crashed the plane. Why y'all got beef? So they're transporting a prisoner who committed a murder 15 years ago on a regular plane. The pilot don't want to scare the other passengers, but they like, look, we got to transport him. So we flying through the top of a storm and turbulence. A wing is hit. We're going down. So they land somewhere in the Philippines and the army don't even go there no more. Oh, so the survivors see people driving up to them and they think they here to help. They ain't. So the survivors get taken hostage by the separatists. And the only guy who can help them is the convict. So they're using guns and sledgehammers to get these separatists. This actually looked pretty good. It's Gerald Butler and Mike Coulter. Now that was a good trailer. Let's check out the trailer for The Calling. Oh, it's on Peacock. So we got detectives, it looks like, homicide in New York. So one of the detectives says, feelings sometimes serve him. Now we're looking for a missing kid. So he apparently has some kind of gift that helps him with his detective work. All right, so that's a new Peacock original series. It looked good. I'm a peep at it.
We gotta talk about the you. We gotta talk about the unit, We gotta address what the hell's on your head. Say it again. We got to address what the hell is on your head. One more time. What the fuck is that? Is it a welcome mat? Is that a dead cat? We gotta talk about the unit. Yeah. It looks like a pump, but it feels like a sneaker. It looks like a pump, but it feels like a sneaker. It looks like a pump, show bump. It looks like a pump, show bump. It looks like a pump, but it feels like a sneaker. It's been in my head for years. I figured I'd do something with it today. I had a few moments. From the streets of New York all the way out to Vegas, it doesn't matter if you're rich or if you're famous, because you can't get someone pregnant in the anus. No, you can't get someone pregnant in the anus. Yeah. Backpedal and pussy pop. Backpedal and pussy pop. I want you to beat my ass. Beat my ass. I want you to beat my ass. I want you to put fist to the face. Fist to the face. I want you to whoop. I want you to kick. I want you to beat my ass. 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 Okay, she got a hit with that one. Oh, wait, no, that was me. Anyway, it don't